Actually, let me just make sure this is gonna work.
We were walking around.
Okay, good. Oh,
we on.
we're live. Hold on. Let me start the intro.
I thought that's what you bet.
No. Here we go.
Unscripted, unshackled, uncouth.
What you're about to hear is for more mature audiences only.
It's Miguel and Holly, Uncensored.
We here somehow by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, everybody's in their feels today. Everybody's got something they're mad about.
It's fine. It's just a frustration. That's all.
Huh.
What?
Oh.
What was that?
What was
Miguel just looked at his
that?
phone like he got some very interesting news.
Huh.
Oh wow. I don't know.
What is
Sorry.
happening?
What
And
are you
I
going
want to know
through?
what's going on.
I just got a text from my brother
Oh.
who
Not
I don't talk to.
Not Kwanzaa.
Okay.
Is it? I mean, you look intrigued, so I'm assuming he's not asking for money.
I want the tea.
No. He's just basically saying, hey, I'm just hollering. I ain't talked to you in a while. Love you, bro.
Let's call him live.
No,
Can you
No.
imagine?
no, we will
I
not.
would
Yeah, I
not.
will tell you what would happen. I will tell you, and we can't be responsible
Right.
for the words out of his mouth.
Got it.
Wow. Okay. That was unexpected. We're here. We are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page, the Miguel and Holly YouTube channel. Make sure to listen to our other podcasts like Miguel and Holly Full Show, where now you can see and hear the individual segments under the Full Show podcast. So there's a lot of great stuff you can listen to. Just type in Miguel and Holly wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yes.
All right, so we talked about this on the show today during Blown Off. Now, Holly, sort of set up what is Blown Off for, because we do have some Platypus Posse members that do not listen to the full or the on-air show.
Yeah.
What is Blown Off?
All right. So it's our the kind of what I like to say is a segment that we're known for. Like, if you think Miguel and Holly, what radio bit do you think we'd be known for? It would be Blown Off. Even though love y'all in Tampa, in the 7 years that we lived there, ain't none of y'all could figure out the name of this topic.
You know what's so funny about that is, like, that is the segment that was sort of like the highest tested.
Yeah.
Well, between that and at the time Tampa Bay Secrets, which is now Queen City Confessions.
Right.
But those were the two biggest things we did, and
Biggest
everyone
thing.
got Tampa Bay Secrets all the time.
Right.
But Blown Off, they'd be like, "Oh my God, that the calls,
The thing you do
the
with the call,
dates,
like you call a
the
person.
people."
Y'all remember that thing you do
There's
where
like
it's like you get a
two-
person on the phone.
2 callers.
and
But
the
like,
dates.
it used to be at 7:40, then it was 7:45, then it was
7:45,
7:40.
yeah.
You just have it at 6.
Really
Like, you could tell
funny.
us the entire history of it,
Right.
but could not get blown off right.
Which is, again, bizarre because we did it for 7 years. And
You-
I mean, up until the month we like left Tampa, somebody like, you know that thing y'all do with the dates? And that's like
Maybe it's the
dating.
name.
You also say, though, we call it Blown Off.
You
Yes.
say it all the time. It was in promos ad nauseum.
I mean, we had like
It's
an
clearly
intro for
not a
it.
sticky name, but we were like sort of grandfathered in with that. Like that was
Right.
something that was there before we were, and then we just took it. But whatever. I digress. Blown off is when two people go on a date and one person gets ghosted, aka blown off, right? That's where this comes from. And so, this happens to all of us. I think it has happened to all of us. We haven't asked Kelvin about this, but like you think that the date goes so well and then nothing comes out of it. And you're always left wondering why, especially if they go no contact. Like you reach out and you're like, oh, I had such a great date. Can't wait to see you again. And they're like, crickets.
That
You're
was
like,
basically all of my 20s.
What just
Damn.
happened?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
call the other person to find out what indeed did happen. And shenanigans ensue.
You know what I would
Correct.
love is to find the Blown Off that remember after one of my summer cruises when there was a guy that I had hooked up with on the cruise
Yes.
and he like ghosted me the rest of the trip, the rest of the 8 days.
Yes.
So we called that bitch on Blown Off.
Yeah, we did. We did Miguel's blown off.
We did.
Yeah.
How
Forgot
did
about
that? And did you ever see him on the ship?
Yeah, I would see him because, like, I mean, when you go, if you're a regular cruiser and you're gay, they usually have like these Friends of Dorothy meetups where, because that was like the code word back in the day. Well, what we're going back into now. We might have to be doing that now.
Right.
Where that's how you would sort of know if someone was gay. You'd be like, "Are you a friend of Dorothy?" Of Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, a little gay history for you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so a lot of times on cruise ships or any sort of vacation, they'll have a Friends of Dorothy meeting on the schedule, and so usually that's where you go and you meet up with other gays to meet up, and hang out with for the weekend. And so we met him there that first. If I remember the story correctly, and we'd have to find the blown off, like either I talked to him on an app, like as the cruise was like kicking off in Miami,
Yeah.
or we met at that Friends of Dorothy meeting. But I just remember like we hooked up in the first 1 or 2 days. And then like after that, he would like not talk to me at the meeting, or like all the gays would like be together at the club in the evening and he would just always like be away from me. And I was like, was I that awful that you don't want anything to do with me?
Maybe he was afraid that you would get clingy and didn't want to be like your +1 the rest of the week. Because
I guess.
would you have done that?
Did you give off clingy vibes?
Oh, I'm sure I did. This was before Abe, so I'm sure I'm sure I gave off like, I'll move for you.
You gave off like, who's your new dinner partner? Me. So we're gonna do dinners together. We're gonna do all of our excursions together, and we're gonna just like.
I'm pretty sure I was like, after the cruise is over, I'll come visit you. You can come back and visit me in Florida. I'm pretty sure. But I'll have to find that and we'll have to play it on the podcast.
I had totally forgotten about that.
Yes. So anyway, the whole point of us talking about blown off is that this morning we had one from Tasha and Joe where we found out that after a night out of hanging out and drinking in South End here in Charlotte, she did something that made Joe go, this is gross.
Mhm.
Now, if you're a Platypus Posse member, that we pre-record blown off. We cannot do it live
There's
because
just no way.
you'll hear as the words he's saying.
Right.
So we pre-recorded it. So like you'll hear, because it's unedited, this last part of it, where you hear all the curse words, you hear everything. So I'm gonna make a little point here because I'm gonna have to edit this part out of the actual on air. For those of you that are watching, let me know if you can hear this as it starts. Just say, yes, I can hear it.
We were walking around South End, like Ubering to different places together. It's a bit messy, but we were having fun, right?
Yeah.
And then at one point when we were bar hopping, she was like, oh man, I need to pee. And apparently right fucking then, like, normally you'd find a place with like a restroom and go and try to use it. No, she went like behind a dumpster and just dropped trout and was like peed right there. And I guess she didn't just have to pee, but she took a shit in the middle of the fucking street right there.
Are you sure?
Am I sure?
I don't know.
I would miss something like that? You think I'd be like, oh man, I don't know.
Wow.
He's a little thick.
Oh, got it. Okay, nope, we got it.
No. You didn't get it yet.
No.
She wasn't done there. She reached into the dumpster and grabbed some newspaper to wipe.
No.
I gotta go home.
Everybody just hold on. I don't even want to finish this.
That's
I
what
don't
I
even
said.
want to.
I gotta go home.
Yeah, I understand. Understood. But
all right.
now we're here.
Well,
you know what?
yep.
It's time to pull the chute. This is over.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just end this real quick. Joe, we actually have Tasha on the phone.
Tasha, did you do this? No, you didn't. Did you do this?
I don't see what is the big deal, okay? I mean, it shows that I'm resourceful. I mean, look, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Look at that. Probably not even the first time she's done it.
All right.
I just don't even know what to say. I mean,
Just press the button.
just
We're
don't.
gonna have to counsel her off the.
Yeah, just okay. So just before we go, like Tasha, Don't do it. Find a bathroom. That's why we have bathrooms. You know, bathrooms are great.
I mean, we were having fun. Why?
We
Why
have-
stop
we live
the
in a
fun? I
civilized
just
society. That's why. Can't
Tasha,
just be-
there is
Poop on
nothing
the sidewalk.
fun about using the bathroom in public, my friend. Whew, girl.
Facts. Well, doing number
Shannon
2.
on YouTube said it best. The horror.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then some of the comments we got that we couldn't repeat on the air.
Oh, shoot! I closed it.
I got it.
You have it. Or you need me
I
to get
got it.
Okay.
Chelsea from Kings Mountain said, "What the actual fuck?" Absolutely not. This is horrifying and disgusting. I'm disturbed. And then someone from 704 said, "Imagine walking by that dumpster the next day and see what was left behind and think to yourself, damn, that must be a big ass dog." And then we had on Twitter, where was that last one that came in later? Leanne said, "Oh my God, wow, just wow. It's bad enough she used the bathroom behind the dumpster, but you use newspaper from inside the dumpster?"
Ouch.
Ouch. Also, yeah. Ouch.
Ugh.
But you know what? Think about, and I'm sadly picturing this. Like, you are so drunk, and you're just like, meh.
Fuck it. We've all been there, right?
Holly has.
Yes,
I've seen
I have.
Holly pee.
In public?
Mhm.
Really? Why are you
Mhm.
trying to say you've seen me pee? Why do you say it like that? How about I know
I saw Holly
witnessed-
pee.
I witnessed Holly pee behind a dumpster before. Maybe that would have been better.
Save that.
We don't save things from the podcast.
Yeah, I see why.
Yeah. And that was, I mean, listen, that was rough because I had to do that.
Sometimes
because
you have to.
We
Pop
were,
it.
I don't even think I should say where we were. We were
At an amusement
waiting-
park.
At an amusement park. We were waiting in a very long line to get into a haunted house. And they were serving.
There's only
What?
2 it could be at this point now.
I know. Well, how many amusement parks are there really? I mean, how many amusement parks are there?
4 maybe.
No, there's like really just 2. So anyway, we'd had drinks. There were drinks in line, and this line was like hours long. But if you got out of the line, it's not like you could just get back in the line.
Right.
So as it's inching along, there was a dumpster in this very yucky looking area. So I just peed behind the dumpster real quick.
With about, 20,000 people standing in line for this really featured TV show haunted house.
No, it's only one place, Miguel. Shut up.
This could have been a haunted house in Panama City.
Yeah.
No, it was not. Nor could it have been. No.
Damn. And
But
those
I
lines are
did.
long.
They are hours long. And if I left the line, we had already been in the line for like 2 hours. If I left the line, I'm done. Like, I'm not going into the like, what a waste. And so, I mean, I don't know what they expect you to do. I was in my 20s, I think, when that happened, though.
Work.
I actually, now that I think about it, I peed in a lot of really inappropriate places in my 20s.
Save that.
No, we're not saving
Save
that.
that.
No.
Double save.
Hold on. Krista said, "I won't lie. If I'm out and I'm drunk as fuck, I'll pee in public. I don't care. I always carry pocket tissues. But as for the numero dos,
no.
now wait till you get home, girl."
Yes,
Krista,
I have never.
Krista. That's
Yeah.
my girl from SoFlo.
Oh,
I'm not
Oh.
shocked.
Yes.
That's like, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So that's why at first I wasn't really about to be so mad at Tasha in this blown off, because I myself have peed in public behind a dumpster, no less. It's the number 2.
It's number 2 for you.
Yeah.
I've held. I don't know what it's called. The car tarpool. Like, what is it called when you cover your car?
The
car
tarp?
cover. The
Tarp?
tarp. Yes. What did I say? Tarpool. I held it from my friend once because she peed on it.
On
a
it?
car. Yes. To like
Oh.
cover herself. And so the leftover flap, I kind of like held it up because she really needed to pee. And I was like, friend,
Wait, was she on top of a vehicle?
no, it was to the side and there was still a little bit left over. And so she's like, hold this, I'm peeing.
So she peed on the ground and you held up the tarp to prevent
To
people
cover
from
her.
seeing.
Correct. But
Okay.
she also peed on the tarp.
Oh, did a little bit get on your feet because you were
No.
over there?
Not me, but on that
Okay,
tarp,
good.
there was a
Okay.
puddle.
I remember one time, Gasparilla, if you are from Charlotte, if you've never heard of Gasparilla in Tampa, it's this huge, it's like Mardi Gras, but with pirates in Tampa.
Yes,
and it's
it's
been
Pirate
around
Mardi
for
Gras.
like over 100 years. So it's a
really
huge
a
celebration.
delight.
It
It's a
is.
delight.
It is so fun. But it's basically like, I'm sure someone, if you ever, talk to a Tampa native, they could give you the history behind it. It's just basically a way for adults to be drunk all day. That's it. Like, you literally wake up, you drink, and then you drink all day. You go to a
All day.
parade if you
Yeah.
can make it.
It is a
Um,
marathon. Like, you cannot start the day with like bombs of anything. No
but
Jaeger
usually
bombs,
people
no
do.
They do, but then they miss the parade.
Yeah, I've done that once before, where I missed the parade totally because we got too drunk at the big gay house that they used to have.
Mm-hmm.
So one year, one of our friends that had just moved to the area, he normally doesn't drink a lot because he's got like a kidney that doesn't really filter stuff out too well.
Oh,
So
God, I
normally when
forgot
he
about that.
drinks, it's like 1 or 2 drinks, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But he had just moved there and he wanted to hang out with everybody, so he was drinking, and we were like, you should slow down. Your body can't process the alcohol as quickly. So we're out here walking down towards the parade, and that's the big thing. If you are from Tampa, they always say, do not pee in people's yards. Do
Well,
not pee in
you're
people's yards.
in literally someone's front yard. I would be
Right.
so angry.
Right. Well, here goes our friend, dick out, just, and we're like, and we're all like, and like, if you're drunk and like he's just in it, like there's no
Yeah.
stopping it, like you can't do anything.
No.
Mhm.
So then you see the cops walking down the parade route. So we're all trying to like build a wall around him so they can't see, and we're just like, nothing to see here, folks. Nothing
Except
to
there
see here,
was.
folks. And he's
Prison.
just there, and like that drunk, like he's just swaying, just like,
Yes.
And it's like before the parade is even started.
yeah. And we were like, I think this is time for us to go.
In emergencies, I wish we could normalize pooping in public. This happened to me last year.
Save that. What's going on
This
here?
happened to me last year. I had breakfast on the boardwalk in Disney. They have this like pier sort of boardwalk where you take the little ferry to Disney. And I wanted to try something different, and it was shashuka. And I love shashuka. I've had it before. It's tomato base, whatever, and you poach the egg and all that good stuff. It's really good.
Okay.
This was a day where I got to enjoy the day in Disney, but then at night we had to do this Typhoon Lagoon, kind of like not a remote per se, but it was kind of like go and enjoy it, and we want you to talk about it when you come back on air. By that point, I had pooped 8 times.
No.
8.
Oh my God.
And I was like, it has to be over. It has to be over at this point. Like, no more. I kept going and going and going. And by the time that the whole day was over, this was like a 12, 14-hour day.
Oh my God.
Going back home, I am having to go again. And I'm telling my friend, pull over right now. Pull over. I don't care. I will do it on the highway. And we were on like, I don't know if it was 95. We were in Orlando. So I don't know what theirs is. But I was like, get off. It's like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I don't care who sees me. Pull over. I need to.
Yeah.
I held it in. I
Oh my
held it in.
God.
I held it in, but I busted through the open of that Walgreens, the first one that was open. And I was like, bathroom, please.
Yeah.
So if I could have on the side of the road, I would have. It was so bad.
But like, if you do that, what do you use after you're done?
I didn't care. I would have used a shirt. I'm telling you,
You
this is
probably
never.
just get creative.
You get creative. You use the shirt. I don't care. We go somewhere and you see me naked. I don't care.
But
Like,
can you
that's not
imagine like the panic as you're like you're done, and like the relief, and then you're like, wait,
Yeah. Well, then you have to
how
get
do I
really
wipe?
creative.
with your Winnie the Poohing it all out
All of
over?
I didn't care. You have no idea what that felt like.
No,
And it
no.
didn't stop after that. But thankfully, I was in the hotel room.
Did you get food poisoning?
I guess so. Like, I honestly, I have never number 2'd so much in my life on that day. In my life.
I think probably the worst is when we are doing the show, and it's like there's some stretches of time where there's just not a moment to go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And if you have to, number 2, you're just out of luck. And there are times where, because your body is your body and you can't control it, where as we're about to go into that, and I'm like, oh God, I can feel it. And then there have been times where Holly's like doing trending, and it's like there's like beads of sweat
Oh my God.
that's just coming. And you can tell because like I'll just stand up at my desk and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I know, girl. I know. Woo! Yeah, girl. All right, it's 7:05. We got blown up next. Woo!
Yeah.
That is the worst, being on air and it needing to drop.
Yeah.
That is the worst. Or when you're in the bathroom and you're not done, your body's just not done.
Not that I've been there where
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, I think there was even like somebody had I think this was when we were in Tampa though, and like somebody texted me and I'm like, I'm not gonna make it.
Right.
I'm not gonna make it.
Like,
Sorry.
thankfully, I think I have never missed a break, especially leading the show, doing it, because I try as much as I possibly can. Excuse me. But there have been times where I've come in and there was like 15 seconds left in the song.
You know, though, it would be okay, right? Like, especially if you gave us a heads up, I would just open the break.
No, not here. Because who's going to press the buttons? If I'm not in here to press the buttons, then like, it's.
Train me,
Calvin could
bitch.
run in and
You got
push
to
a
train
button.
me.
No, but I'm saying because usually I like warn you all of like, hey, we've got amount of time. Y'all are doing other stuff
Yeah.
because we're not in the same room. But like, if it happened here, Kelvin, I'd be like, I hope you know how to run the stuff in here.
Got to train me, girl. I'll figure it out. I'll
I
have you.
feel like maybe Kelvin should
I
learn
got
how
you.
to do that.
Well,
In case you're
he's
having
going
a
to, because
meltdown.
there are a couple times where I'm probably going to be out of town where he'll have to do all the stuff here. But I've just been trying to learn since we've been in the new studio. But yeah, so there's your daily poop talk.
Well, I had another story, but it's fine. We can
Oh,
move on.
please. It's fine. I want to hear it.
Well, you were saying how being on air, but I have a coworker, Al, and I can say his name because he loves this story.
Oh.
He loves saying it, where he was DJing live at 5 o'clock and he soiled himself.
Oh, no. And then had to keep going?
Had to keep going.
In the studio?
In the studio.
Wait, was he by himself?
My coworker Kimmy was there, but she couldn't do anything. Like she couldn't, like there was nothing she could do.
Wait, 5 a.m. or p.m.?
PM.
Oh, man.
It was like the 5 o'clock traffic jam kind of thing.
Oh.
On himself. He loves telling this story. Like he loves it. But
I
like
pooed myself once. That happened. I didn't ever understand how it could happen until it happened to me. Like I didn't understand. If like you had told that story, I'd be like, I don't get it. Like just go to
he
the
explains it. I'm just
bathroom.
like, couldn't you have called somebody? And apparently nobody was answering. Nobody. And the
That's-
poor thing.
I mean, especially as you get older, I mean, like, things aren't as.
No, well, it's not. But I also, my gallbladder was crazy. It had a wonky gallbladder, and I hadn't had it out yet, and my stomach hurt so bad. And we were on the way to Orlando, me and my person, and we were actually going to go see his sister first. And so we're on the way to Orlando, and this was within like the first couple of years of us dating. Maybe I don't even know, whatever it was. And my stomach hurt so bad. And I did know that I was having gallbladder issues, but I was like, I thought it was gas. And I'm like, and I already felt embarrassed enough, but I was just like, are we secure enough in our coupleness that I can toot in front of you? I will open the window, but I'm in such pain right now. And he's like, that's fine. I don't want you to be in pain. So I rolled down the window and just a little toot. And I was like, I didn't know until it happened, and I was floored that my body could betray me like that.
And you
I
were
was
betrayed,
like,
girl. The ultimate betrayal.
Ultimate betrayal. And I was like, I went, pull over now. Pull over right now. He's like, why? What's going on? I'm going, just pull over. In a place with a bathroom. I was so ashamed and sad.
But here's the thing, because when we talked about this, I think you told a story on the radio once.
Yeah.
But like we couldn't go into detail.
No.
Right. So like how long did you have to stay in the car with crappy pants on before you were able to get somewhere and change them out? Because like that's the stuff I want to know. Like because
Yeah.
like it happens and it's funny, but then there's like a good 10, 15 minutes before you get somewhere and you're just like, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I
Keep the
know.
windows down. Turn the
I'll be
radio up.
I almost feel like I blocked it out because I don't have a very clear memory of this. But I think it was because we were on the freeway, like we were on I-4.
Oh no.
So we had
Stop.
to look for like a rest stop, or not a rest stop, but like the next exit that would have had like a
Right.
gas station bathroom or something.
Mhm.
And it wasn't just like a little bit, by the way. It wasn't a little bit. It was enough. Y'all, I don't know if I want to like. Do you want to? No.
Mm.
I just feel like sometimes.
Okay, just okay. Before you say what you're about to say,
I don't know if I'm gonna say
just think about in like
I don't
10
wanna-
years.
it. Yeah, I don't want to say it. It's fine. It was just a mess for myself. It was a mess.
Yeah.
So what? I'm just saying it's a mess. So we finally, I don't know how long it was. It could have been 2 minutes. It could have been 10 minutes. It felt like 37 hours. And we made it to, and the whole time, like, I didn't even say exactly what had happened because I couldn't bring myself to say it out loud, but he probably knew at some point, but I was just like, don't look over here. Just don't look over here. Don't do anything. Roll your window down.
Oh.
I don't remember like the finite details. I think my brain has like, did a nice thing to calmly take it out of my memory. But I know I got to the bathroom and I was like, just get out of the car. I was like, don't sit in this car. I said, get out of the car and go get a snack or something in this gas station and let me handle this.
I don't want a snack.
Gas station.
Whatever. And so I walked into the
Some ginger ale.
bathroom. I cleaned myself up. I literally washed my pants in the sink with
Fair.
the hand soap and I dried them under the dryer. Couldn't salvage the underwear. They were in the garbage, whatever.
Yeah.
So I just washed the pants. I did I'm like an old lady washerwoman in the sink. Fixed all of that, put on damp pants, and then went out to the car and cleaned up what was going on there. And then I was like, it's safe to come out of the gas station now. You can come back into your car.
I didn't know it was on the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
One last question before we move on. Oh God. Holly,
mhm.
were they cloth seats or leather seats?
Leather.
Thank
leather,
God! Thank
leather.
God!
Good,
Thank
good,
God!
good.
Oh my
Thank
God!
the Lord for leather seats.
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
I don't even
extra
know.
products.
Leather seats.
You would have had to go to Publix and rent a carpet cleaner before you got back on.
I don't even know what I would have done if it was cloth
Oh.
seats. I can't even tell you.
I have more questions, but they're like,
No, I think
Just-
we've
yeah,
exhausted
let's-
this. This is
I just feel bad now for people that poop their pants because I'm like, I never understood how it could happen until I don't even understand
Yeah.
how it happened to me.
well, now I'm afraid it's gonna happen to me. Like I feel like it's just a matter of time. It's just like you next, bitch.
you don't. Yeah, you just
You
don't
just
know when it's gonna hit you.
Just don't know. But
Mm.
like I blame it on obviously like my gallbladder was really effing me up. So I feel like that's a thing. Cause I told someone else this story, like not a stranger. Obviously, I'm not sharing this with strangers, but like somebody random, like a one-off, like a friend of a friend, and they were like immediately as I'm telling the story, they're like, do you have a gallbladder issue? And I'm like, yes.
Mm.
And they're like, happened to my dad too. Apparently that is a very common thing when you're going through a gallbladder issue.
Mm.
I will
So
be
hopefully-
praying for dear Lord that my
hopefully you don't
gallbladder's
have one.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
No.
just clear
God.
the air real quick.
Pivot.
Oh my, really that?
The Queen City's new morning show
It's Miguel and Holly.
on Hits 96.1.
Let's play a game of Would You Rather.
Fun.
Rather.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. Would you rather
Yes.
become someone else or just stay you? Would you rather become someone else or just stay you?
I feel like
Now
That's
the
such
thing is, let me
what does
add
that
some
mean?
qualifications here because this doesn't say is it forever or is it for
I
like
think
a
it must mean
month?
forever. I'm assuming it's the swap is forever.
right.
And do you get to choose what person you become?
I don't know. Is it
That
someone that
part.
already exists, or you just get to be a whole new person?
Right.
I
What
would say
age?
you have to choose someone who's living. So, like, let's say it's a body. It's a Freaky Friday. It's a body swap right now. So you become their age, they become your age, and you're swapping lives forever. Would you do it?
No. Too many variables. I don't.
Yeah, I could literally be somebody who's like on their last year of life. Like, I could
Well,
be a
also,
newborn.
but also, like, I don't know what other people are going through.
Mhm.
Like, no matter the crazy stuff that I'm going through, and I'm managing it. And I like me for the most part. Like, sometimes I get into disagreements with myself, but I like me for the most part. And I don't know if I'm gonna like me if I'm another person. I don't know. That's brain bendy. I don't know.
If you could choose your person, I feel like I'd be more enticed. Like,
Yeah.
I would be Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, why? Just so you could touch yourself? Okay.
But if you were Michael B. Jordan, you wouldn't want to touch yourself.
No, but you are
you
going
sure?
into Michael B. Jordan as Kelvin Ramirez.
No,
with
that's
your
not what the
soul.
question said. That's
Girl,
not
the
what
question don't make sense,
said.
so we're changing it a little bit because
Oh.
that's stupid.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So what about this? What if you got to go for a month, sort of like Freaky Friday? So you're taking your essence,
Mhm.
going into that body for a month.
Okay.
Would you do it? But neither of you can tell anyone what's happened. So, like, if Holly, it's you, if Kelvin, it's you, and you switch, you can't even tell me. So, like, I'm just like sending you text, like, hey, Kelvin, can you get this social media graphic up for tomorrow? And then Michael B. Jordan's like, what? Can you do it for our sexy Charlottezilla? Like,
Oh my goodness.
but then his agent's going to be calling you as Michael B. Jordan, as Kelvin Ramirez.
Right.
And all of a sudden, he's like, hey, so are we going to do this deal for $2 million for this Marvel picture?
Yes.
But then you got to
I'll do
show up, like, and memorize your lines. Actually, as I'm like, because in my head, I was thinking I would do it. But then, like, that stresses me out. Like, you know how, Holly, you get stressed out by time travel shows?
Yes.
To me, body switching, I don't know why that takes me over the level of stress. Because I'm like,
know.
there are so many things that you have to, like,
There's too many ramifications for the consequences of your actions.
right.
I feel bad for like Oscar, right? Like it's my body here, but I'm actually Michael B. Jordan. Like he'd be
Right.
freaking the fuck out, probably beat
Mm.
Oscar's ass, trying to do some shit, and
Oh, right.
he would not know where to go. He wouldn't know to come here. Like,
Right.
what the fuck
Yeah.
is going on?
Either way you make it be okay, I'm not doing it.
Mm.
I feel like you're messing with too much. I don't even think you would be that enjoyable. For me, it's too much stress.
It is very stressful. Or just thinking like within us, if we were to do the switching,
Right.
could you imagine?
No.
Let alone a movie star. But just between our lives, it would be stressful.
No,
Yeah.
I would not.
Be like, Abe, don't touch
What?
me.
You don't want to be me?
No, girl, I don't want to have to go sit in car line.
Take care of Maya.
And then, like,
Take care of
Maya's
Maya.
like, I don't want to eat it. And I'd be like, fucking eat it.
And then she'd be like, Mom, why are you yelling like that? You know it's too loud.
I'm having an off day.
Be like, Abe,
You
I'm
would-
gonna eat what the fuck I want. I don't care. Bitch.
All I gotta do is just be quiet during the week, and Abe would be like, sounds about right. All right, let's see. Would you rather be stuck on a broken ski lift or in a broken elevator?
Elevator.
Ski lift.
Ooh.
The view, I'll be fine.
Okay,
Air.
do ski lifts have like seatbelts, or do you just get on and just get off? I've never been on one
I don't think
before.
there's I don't think you're supposed to have a seatbelt. The whole point is that you can easily jump off, right?
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Because what if you get stuck? Then the seatbelt gets stuck. Then you got to go around again. Like you're supposed to be able to just hop on and off.
it's freezing, I'm assuming, right? The ski lift.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if it's a ski lift, and you're
Yeah,
not on it
yeah,
in the
because it's
summer.
snowing. Yeah.
Elevators are too small.
They're
Unless
not
it's
that
the one in
small.
Publix in South End. It's massive.
I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to say ski lift, but I feel, or I'm sorry, I was to say elevator, but like the elevators at my apartment complex are like there's no air conditioning. So like in the summertime, you're like, all right, let me just fan myself as we go down the floors. And so thinking about being stuck there for an hour, and then if there's like a dog in there with you or someone that you don't want to talk to, like it's not like a movie where you're gonna like create this like fun friendship, where at least if you're on a ski lift, you'll probably be with a friend, I would imagine. So at least y'all can like have each other. But then what if you slip up and fall? Like
I can't be
Don't
out in the
move.
open with that level of fallingness. I have a fear of falling from a high height.
Don't
The
move, but
heights
don't move so
itself.
much.
No, but what if it just something snapped? I don't know. Like, I don't have a fear of heights necessarily. It's falling from a great height. Like, I can be up at the top of the like Sears Tower or whatever and be fine
Mm-hmm.
because it's enclosed. But if I'm out in the open, like at the edge of a building, I just thought about that. I just thought about feeling like I would fall.
Krista said she got stuck in an elevator in Publix.
Oh no. Hopefully you were okay.
She said she bought groceries and her little fat ass began to eat. Her words, not mine.
I mean, listen.
Why wouldn't you eat your groceries? Were you gonna stand there and like let them go to waste if they're cold? Like, eat your groceries.
Mm.
Now there are some guys in my building though that if I got stuck with,
I got some of those too. They like to walk around shirtless.
Oh, they don't walk around shirtless in
What
my
y'all gonna
building.
do? Like, I'm sorry. What are y'all gonna do in this building with these hot ass men? I'm in
Look at
I'm in
him.
an elevator with a hot ass man,
It's-
and I'm about to be like, he probably dumb as a box of rocks.
Judgmental.
I'm like, ooh, look, he's smart. I want to look. And then if it gets hot, he may take his shirt off. And I'm just gonna be like, Because now when I get in the elevator with a hot guy from our building, I just sort of look down and then I like look over real quick and I look away and then I look again. But then I'm be like, well, we stuck. I got nothing to look at.
Oh my god!
Just
So you'd be
staring,
the
bitch.
creeper in the elevator.
Look, would you rather be stuck on an elevator by yourself or with eye candy? Like eye candy.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then we could like devise a plan. We could become friends.
That's all
Mhm.
fine and well, but what if this person is like doing something that you are not a fan of? They're like, I'm gonna shimmy up to the ceiling and try to pop open the light fixture and get these cables working. I'd be like, no, please don't. And then we're like, yeah, little lady, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna do it. And then I'm gonna be like, I don't want you to. I would be by myself.
But then you have to like help him hoist up, so you get to like touch his thick legs as you like hoist him up.
It's not the same for me as it is for y'all. It's just not the same.
Holly said, not for me. All right, here's the last one before we get going. Would you rather have to wear wet socks every day or have a headache every day for the rest of your life?
Oh.
Wet socks
Oh.
or a headache? Which one do you want to have for the rest of your life?
I feel like this is a little bit loaded. If you asked people that suffer with migraines, they would say wet socks all day, every day, probably.
Right, 100%. I would say wet socks. Absolutely wet socks, because
Wet socks is annoying.
Yeah.
Headaches can be debilitating.
I would not be able to do this show if I had a headache.
Yeah, you can't really do a lot. Like I already don't want to do anything with a headache. So,
Right.
but wet socks. I have this. I don't know if it's a fear, but it's an uncomfortableness. I don't like stepping out of the shower with wet feet because then whatever is on the ground will get on my feet, and
Same.
that I hate.
What do you mean get on your feet? Don't you have a rug?
I do have a rug, but I mean, Jimbo has hairs, and they're out everywhere, and just whatever is on. And then
So you're telling me you dry your foot off before you get out of the shower?
yes. I have to. I mean, it's still a little wet, but it's not as wet as it could be. Like
But
when we're
that's
cleaning
the point of the mat. I don't.
yeah, but the mat's not like always going to be 100%. And if me and Oscar are showering, he's already used it. Pretty much wet.
Oh,
So-
I hate I hate stepping on a bath mat or a towel that has already been a little damp and someone's already stepped on it. I can't. I always have to put a fresh one down.
Welcome to my daily life, y'all. We are all using one shower right now while I'm waiting for my bathroom to be remodeled.
Oh.
And we like it's just wet all the time. And I'm just like, well, this is really annoying, but like, what are you gonna do?
Save that.
What are you gonna do? And apparently not take showers or get out of showers. I don't know. I don't have it. Like, I'm not gonna dry off fully in the shower. I can't. That's too small of a space. I'm hitting. No,
Mhm.
I got to get out and just.
No, to me, that's one of those like sensory things. Like, I just can't. I mean, like, even when, like, right before we moved, when I was living in that temporary home, and it was Abe and I, and at the time, our old producer Scott was living with us for a couple of months before he found a place. And then his girlfriend Monica would stay with us sometimes. And there was one bathroom in this 2-bedroom house, and the bathroom was tiny. But even then, I would still take in 2 towels if Scott showered before me, to make sure that when I got out of, because there wasn't enough room in that shower for me to dry off fully.
Mhm.
And so I would still put a fresh towel down when I got out, so I wouldn't step on a damp towel or bath mat that he'd already stepped on.
That's so. I've never heard of this before.
Mhm.
It's so interesting. It
But-
does like it's kind of annoying to me, but it's not like a deal. Like I'm just like, ah.
Like, to me, that is like, that sort of ruins, like, I mean, everybody has a different, what's the word I'm looking for?
Routine?
A process, routine when they go through the shower. And for me, like, this is why I love showers. I feel like it is such a great refresh. And I'm like, I am fresh to death. And like, this is part of like my sensory thing, where it's like everything has to be a certain way when I get out of the shower. And I'm finding that as I get older, when we travel, or if we, even when we stay at our house in Florida, because it's like, you know, people stay there, we rent it out, and it's not ours. It's not how I would like it permanently.
Mhm.
I still never feel right when I'm dressed, because I'm like, the bath mat was off, like my things weren't in the right place, the shower didn't hit me right. Like, that can really throw me off. And so that's why I get so particular about whenever we do go to places. Like, I'd rather stay at a hotel than stay at someone's house, because I'm like, I don't want to have to like switch their stuff around, because when we go to a hotel, I'm like, I need 2 bath mats, please.
Yep.
Mm. That's why I do like when when I'm in Charlotte, it can be difficult for me. And we've done a pretty good job of like making it be better, but it's still not great.
Yeah.
It's still not great because there's always, and like I don't want to keep bringing it up, but there's always something wrong with the hotel one time. You know what I mean? Like there's always one thing, and sometimes it's not a big deal and sometimes it is, but there's just always something that's not great. And I'm like, I sound like a bitch when I'm like, well, the entire left side of the floor was wet because the air conditioning was leaking, but it's no big deal because that one wasn't that
Ooh.
big of a deal, but
All right.
everything felt damp.
Yeah. Oh.
So that was a little gross. There's just something's always off. But I do like that I keep my things, like I have a bag of my things at Miguel's house.
I do like
And
a
I like
good
that.
shower routine.
Mhm.
I have my eucalyptus spray from Bath and Body Works that I like to, you know, start the shower with. And then I turn on the towel warmer in the corner. So it's
What?
heating up my towels by the time I get out. Then I have a sugar scrub. Which
Wait, hold on. I need this.
Okay.
The way that your voice just lowered and the way that you're slowly describing this, you need some mood music for this.
Yeah. Tell me.
So let everyone, oh wait, hold on. I almost hit the on button for on air. And let's describe to you producer Kelvin's shower routine.
You turn on the shower and you put it at the hottest setting because I like that water boiling hot. Boiling. You start off with your Bath and Body Works spritz of essential oils. I prefer eucalyptus, but I will take any. Spritz it all around. The whole bathroom smells like eucalyptus. Turn on the towel warmer, and I put it at 45 minutes because I know I'm going to be in that bitch for 45 minutes. As it's heating up my towel, I step in and I grab that sugar scrub from Trader Joe's. They actually have some pretty good stuff. And then I just scrub it all over my bodice. Yeah.
What do you start with first when you're showering? Because everyone starts with like the same thing, I feel like.
Shampoo. Just get that out of the way.
Oh, so you shampoo first?
I shampoo first, condition, then I get the body wash, put it on my loofah, scrub-a-dub-dub, the good stuff.
Oh.
And then I add a few more spritz in there. And sometimes I have shower steamers, and I put like 3.
Bitch, that's why you look tired when you come in here in the morning. It's not the sleep apnea. You're not supposed to take that long of a hot ass shower in the morning.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. I don't do it all the time, but when I really truly have just the whole day to myself, I'm like, spa shower.
Holly.
They're not showers that moms take. I just want to.
Holly,
We are different.
describe for me your shower. What is it like, Holly?
Well, I've finished doing the dinner dishes.
Okay.
It's now approximately 7:30 to 7:45. I know that Maya has to be in bed or start bedtime at 8:30.
Right.
And they'd love nothing more than for mom. Just come sit on the couch and snuggle while we play this video game or watch this show.
Oh.
But mom can't sit down and relax on the couch with her family. Mom has to cleanse her dirty body.
Damn.
And mom has tried not taking a shower every day, but some people get weird about that.
We do. I do.
So I know that I have to take a shower every day now. I grab a towel. I get in the shower, in the bathroom. I peel my clothes off, going as quickly as I possibly can so I can share some family time with the people on the couch. I turn the shower on. I have to change it because my person puts the shower spraying thing to like this way, and I like it to go this way, so I have to change it, put that, get in the shower, and it is go time. It's go time. I'm trying to go as quickly as possible so that I can get to the next thing on my list. I wash my face. I get my loofah. I call it my poof. I get my poof.
Your poof?
Scrub up.
Mm-hmm.
I throw the thing. I'm shaving my legs.
Okay.
Shaving the other leg.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Arms. Shaving underarms. Shaving underarms.
Every day?
Yes.
She's Italian.
Yeah. So then I do that, and then I grab a little extra soap because I don't know. I feel weird about scrubbing the undercarriage with the poof, so I get the extra soap in my hands, and then I get the other little razor out, and then I go do make sure everything's looking all neat and tidy. Well, I mean,
Italian.
not every day Italian, but yeah, every day it's like grows out. So then after I'm done with all that, then I get the shampoo. Well, and shampoo's not every day. I love the showers when I don't have to wash my hair. It is a joy. But about every 2 to 3 showers, I do have to wash my hair. Now I'm washing my hair, and my arms are getting tired because it's a lot of hair. And I rinse that out. Then I get the conditioner. I'm doing the conditioner. I rinse it out quickly. Someone has already yelled for me. Mom, Holly, what? All right, hold on. Quickly, get a towel, wrap my head in it, get out. I don't got time to worry about if the mat's wet or not. Get out. Boobs, dry, everything. Underwear, oh my God, a shirt, run out half naked and get a shirt on and run out. And now my hair's wrapped up and I'm like, what do you need? It's my shower. Do you see why I don't like showering?
Right. No.
Like, what are y'all doing at the spa at your house every day?
We don't have kids.
I love washing my head.
Yeah, I think
Hate
that's
it.
Because
then,
It's
but
my
it's not
favorite
even the
part where I'm
washing part. After I do it, then I have to commit to at least drying it.
Right.
And if I don't style it after that, I have to wake up earlier the next morning to then either curl or straighten it. And so then if I wash my hair, then Maya's like, good, you're done. Are you going to come sit with us? And I'm like, no, I did my hair today. So then I'm standing for another 30 plus minutes doing my hair. I hate showers and styling. I hate it.
Girl, tack that on. Another reason why I don't want to have kids anymore. Girl, ain't no way.
Just.
Let me tell you about
Okay.
Bitch.
Miguel showers.
I love Miguel shower. Go off. I want to envision it.
I
Well,
feel like
not
this
you,
isn't
but
real. I feel like this isn't real life. But
It is.
No,
Well,
have
don't
you seen a shower? Have you seen a shower?
I mean, I didn't really look at it now.
So I walk into our luxurious 10 people probably could fit in that shower.
Why does it need to be that big?
Mhm.
Have you seen his parties?
Well, that's
So what I do is I turn the shower on to extreme hot. Then I go and I put on my shower bonnet
I have one when I'm not washing my hair, so I got you. I have a shower bonnet as well.
So then I make sure that I got all my hair tucked in underneath so it doesn't get wet right now. Because I'm in that 2-week process where my hair can't get wet like that. So then once the shower is nice and steamed up, I gingerly step one foot in. Ooh, the water just hit my left foot. And then I step the other foot in, and I'm enveloped in the warm steaminess of this large shower. Then I take my wash rag, and then I spray my Bevel Blackman's mahogany oak body scrub on it. And then I start with my arms, and I go underneath, and I get that tea tree oil in there, and it's just
love tea tree oil.
all over my body.
That tingling.
Oh, I rinse off. Then I take my Manscaped ball scrub and I get all up in that undercarriage to make sure that it's nice and exfoliated.
That is important.
Then I take my face wash and my little doodad that like vibrates on my face, and I start to clean out my pores all over my face and my what is this called, your chest? No.
Décolletage.
Your décolletage. That I do that. I do my neck, the behind my ears, and then I rinse it all off, and then I turn the water to a little bit of cold to give myself a little bit of shock, and then I start to dry off. I get out, and it has been the most absolute fabulous time in the shower.
Every day?
Yes. So that's
you.
That's the evening one. That's the evening one.
What?
The morning is fast.
I feel nothing but a race against time and guilt. Heavy guilt that I'm even taking up space enough to take a shower. Like, and I know, like, my family doesn't make me feel that way, but like, I feel that way anyway. It's just.
That's you time, girl.
I can't wait for like Maya to be like a teenager and you could like be like, my showers have escalated. And
Maybe.
you are able to have time. But you've never been a shower person though.
No, I never have been. I guess I just don't. I'm not that way. I can't. I'm gonna do some soul search.
You gotta treat yourself
Yes,
somehow.
you gotta get the products that make you feel good, the tingly ones, like
It
tea
feels-
tree is so
But no, you don't
good.
understand. Like, that all feels like extraneous nonsense that's costing me money that I don't have. Like, I don't need all that. Like, I would be like, God, this is such a waste. And it's like, and I'd spritz my thing and be like, this is so stupid. Like,
Does
I
it
bought
make
this for no
you
reason.
Feel good. That's
makes
the
you feel
question.
good.
If it has a value to you and how you feel, it's not stupid. And if you think it's stupid, then it has no value to you, then you don't buy it. So maybe
I
that's
gotta
just
think
not your
about
thing.
this.
But
I
that
think about this.
showers don't have to be your thing. It could be something else.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm,
Like
mhm,
Abe and
mhm.
I, if we've gone through our budget and we're trying to, cut down on stuff, one of the things that's like the absolute thing that I will hold on to unless we have to get rid of it are my monthly massages, because that makes me disconnect. It makes me go away. And yes, it is an exorbitant amount of money that we spend on that, but it's like, until we absolutely have to, like, I ain't get rid of it. But some people are like, that's so stupid. Somebody just rub you down.
I would love that, but I
Ugh.
just feel like I feel like I would be like, "Ugh, I'm wasting a lot of money on this service for myself.
Does it make me feel good? Yes, then it has a value. Period.
Mm.
Kelvin, what's your social media?
At Kelvin Live, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and you can follow me on PlayStation so you can play against each other as BSSY Killer, Pussy Killer.
Okay. Holly, what's your social media?
Radio Holly on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Mine is Miguel Fuller. You can find me on Be Real, Instagram, TikTok. I'm just waiting for Twitter to explode so I can delete my Twitter.
Like, I'm so irritated with it. Like, it was my favorite escape. Honestly, I'm going through a little bit of Twitter withdrawals. I loved Twitter. It was my number one thing because I would laugh. I would get the news. And now I'm just literally getting the apocalypse. It's like front row seats.
I'm just
Here's
ready.
more people arguing about stupid BS.
Right. I'm ready for it to be over. But otherwise, follow me everywhere. Miguel Fuller. Leave us a 5-star rating. We'd appreciate it. And we will see you on Friday. Bye.
Miguel and Holly Uncensored.
Catch it on the iHeartRadio app or anywhere you